Howard Stern to do a pop-up show with RFK Jr.? Artie Lange, 2024 update? American Top 40? We're going to do all of that here on this today. It's Monday, July 8th? 8th. I have thought it was July 9th all day. But I'll be here for you. We're going to take your comments. Thank you, Big M, for joining. Thank you for Lance, and thank you, Charlie, already here early. Class is in session, and they're here early, and that makes me excited. We'll do some new stuff today. We're going to talk about the Howard Stern Show. We're going to talk about baseball, as we always do. We got our Cardinal fans who come through here. We're going to talk about the Super Chats and the memberships that can be had. But I want to hear about you. I want to hear how your weekend was. What a long, nice... I think every, look at my, this is ridiculous. I think every summer weekend should be 4 days long. Actually 5. Well, actually it started on Tuesday, did it not? I mean, did we not kind of just check out on Tuesday? But I think, I heard this bantied about, and I believe it. We have Christmas, and everyone takes that week off, and the week after, really. We should have one in the summer. And July 4th, middle of the summer, everybody take off. You don't have to take your PTO. What do you think? Say where you're from and where you're calling from in the chat. Lance is saying hello. Big M is talking about the American Top 40. I love that there's someone who's out there posting former Casey Kasem. You want the fan on? Why would you want the fan? You wanted to hit my head? I'll turn the fan on because you're a super fan, Lance, but in a little bit. We got to say hello to everybody coming in. Look at this. People are coming in and they're saying hello. And again, so if you haven't been here before, I like to reset and make sure you know what's going on. I talk to the people. Can you hear the thunderstorm? We have a big Merle tropical thunderstorm coming through the St. Louis area. Remnants of it is today, but tomorrow it's supposed to really hit. But anyway, we come in here and we talk to the folks. Yeah, glasses are foggy. Let's make a deal. Did a Christmas in July episode today. Checking in from Toronto. Hello, Big M. Yeah, so... I get distracted by the comments, as you probably know. But we come in here and we talk baseball, we talk music, we talk things on this date, because I like to live in the past. I think right off the hopper, I want to show this video while I'm thinking about it. I should wait till more people get here. Did you see Benji? Benji was on Twitter, and he went live, late night, New York City. We'll call that thing up in a little bit. Is anybody listening to Summer School? I don't even know what that is. I've never heard it. I won't listen to it on principle. Lance is from Rhode Island. Yeah, we've talked about Rhode Island. I love when people come in and tell me where they're from and what they're doing on this beautiful Monday afternoon. So let's do a little roll call. Whenever you pop in, just say hello. Make sure you take a look at the description too, because there's all kinds of fun things in there. You can do super chats and super thanks, and you can say, thank you, Brad, for doing this for me today. I'm here for you. We like to look back at the moments on the Stern Show. I do that a lot. I thought this one. Now, by the way, when you go and look at marksfriggin.com, which I assumed, but the week after 4th of July, I don't believe Howard has worked ever. Like, if you look at marksfriggin.com, he is off the week after 4th of July. But one of my favorite moments happened right before the 4th of July. I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to tell you about it. It was on July 3rd of 2003. And the caption from Mark Friggin was, Robin freaks out on Stuttering John. This was when Robin had to take the trip that John had, John had, I guess, told the Heineken people he wanted to be part of the Heineken, the Stuttering John, of course. And so Stuttering John was excited. He was going to be the Heineken guy because he's like, I drink Heineken, but I like to drink their beer. And he was going to go on this trip to Amsterdam. Well, I guess like a week before he told them he couldn't make it, so they asked someone else from the show. And Robin's like, well, I didn't want to do it. But she did it, and this is where she's like literally just laying into John. She calls him, he wants to I think she said, I'm going to shit in your mouth. And she had no makeup on either because it was right at the beginning of the show, so it was like a pissed off Robin without any makeup on. This is when the show was at its best, 2003. We start off the show right before 4th of July, and Robin is talking about shitting in Stuttering John's mouth. And Stuttering John's just laughing at her. And, oh my goodness, good stuff. July 3rd, 2003. This date, marksfriggin.com bringing you that. I appreciate that. So if you're coming in, say hello. This is what we do. We look back at moments on the show. We talk about things going on in the world today. Boy, we're gonna have some big news probably from the Democrats tomorrow. I don't really talk a lot of politics, but you know what? I can't get it's too ridiculous now not to get away from. And then, as my title says, you know, if you're into RFK Jr., do you think Howard? You think he'll be on the show? Do you think Howard would let him be on the program, or is he all in on Grandpa Biden? We'll take your calls on that. Looks like his glasses have fixed themselves. Thank you, Lance. So if you're coming in, say hello. Tell me how your 4th of July was. Did you have any fun fireworks? What is the psychology of people wanting to shoot off fireworks? You know, I was sitting on my deck this beautiful summer afternoon this weekend. We had great weather in St. Louis, by the way. Thanks for asking. And it made me wonder. Now, I love shooting fireworks. I love lighting the wick. What is it? And it's definitely a guy thing. Girls aren't into buying fireworks. Why do we love? Is it blowing shit up? Is that it? Like as a kid, you just like to blow shit up, and here you can go out and have a reason to do it. By the way, I'm gonna put some video up here in a little bit, and we're gonna talk about what happened in downtown St. Louis. Oh my God, my home city. Oh, it's like rioting. I mean, it literally is rioting. And the mayor's like, oh no, they were just having fun, but we really need to control it, blah, blah, blah. More cops, lady. Something about controlled explosions, says Big M. It must be, right? But I mean, we just light a wick and then it goes into the sky. What is this? Is that the psychology? I guess it's very simple. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. Because I love mine. Ooh, we got thunder. Thunder is loud tonight. We might go outside and do some live Jim Cantori type weather reporting for you. What do you think of that? If the storm hits hard enough, and maybe I'll get blown away. So I was talking about marksfriggin.com, July 3rd, 2003. Do you remember this moment when Robin and Stuttering John get into it? Again, my favorite moments on the show were right around 4th of July. That's one moment. Now, another one happened on July 3rd, 1998. Again, I was talking about what happens on the show here, and this is what we do. We look back at moments on the Stern Show. I'm going to talk baseball in a little bit, of course. Cardinals are playing right now. You know my ADD. Is it ADD when yeah, I guess so. See, I can't even complete a sentence. Cardinals are winning 2-0. What do we have? Paul Goldschmidt hit a home run. Oh, he's getting hot. How about this Michael Ciani? You guys watching the Cardinals? They have this center fielder who's never missed a ball in his life, and he can just jump like a freaking kangaroo. We had the Mets losing today. You know that little hot streak for the Mets? I love the Mets. I watch the Mets all the time. But the Mets are sort of on a downfall again here. What do we got? Let's go to the map, shall we, and take a look at what's going on with the Mets. The Mets, now 2.5 out of the wild card, 4-6 in their last 10, and not in the wild card spot. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Da, 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 da. And where was Keith Hernandez today? Why was he not on the broadcast? Anyway, Cardinals are still in the wild card race along with the Padres, so that's a good sign. Cardinals are they really only one game behind? That can't be right. No. Half game ahead of the Diamondbacks, I believe is what that says. You've been told to stop cutting your own hair, buddy, says Goody. Is it cutting? Combing? As a Jays fan, I'm disinterested in baseball this year. Well, let's take a look at those Blue Jays. Yeah, not a good year. Is it time? Is it time for the Blue Jays to sell Vladimir Guerrero? And, well, who else do they have? Bassett's pretty good, right? Gosman. The pitching, got some pitching. Kikuchi. You say Kikuchi, I say Kikuchi. We all say Kikuchi. But not a good year for the Blue Jays. Yeah, so that's what's going on in baseball right now. Cardinals with a lead. They'll be taking on the Kansas City Royals, and they'll be finishing out against the Cubs this weekend. I'll be there. You know, I went live last Wednesday. I don't know how many people come here a lot, but I went live, and I was at City Play? What the hell do they call it? It was a city soccer game, St. Louis City. And no one showed up to my live stream. Now, I didn't promote it. I just went live off the cuff. We did have one guy from Brazil or some shit who joined and was very excited. But after a while, I figured it wasn't going to work. So maybe I'll do something from Bush. You guys want to see a live? You want to see some live Bush? Something live from Bush, I should say. Oh, my goodness. Red Sox going on a tear, he says. Yes, they are. 6-4 in their last 10. They're in the wild card spot, the third spot. Yankees and Twins also in the wild card spots right now. Yankees having a real rough patch. And it's so funny how you'd like that, Big M? All right. I'll try and see. Friday I'll be there for MLB on Apple. Does anybody watch that? Does anybody ever see the games? Does anybody like, oh, I got Anyway, I don't want to talk. I'll be there. But I saw some Yankee fans. I didn't realize the Baltimore Orioles. Yeah, I guess when they pass them this. I guess they passed them this weekend. But yeah, I was watching some Yankee fans on Twitter, and they were so pissed. I'm like, God damn, you guys are 55 and 37. Let's calm down. But everybody gets that way. No matter how good your team's doing, you're pissed off, and I like that. So we're talking baseball a little bit. You know, I said to talk about Benji. Did you guys see him on Twitter? This was Benji on Twitter. Look over here. Give it a second now, because coming up you'll see he's trying to be funny. Let's see how far is it. This is weird though. Let's see. All right, we'll come back to Benji.
Hey, there's a lot of fireworks going off now. I don't know if you're able to type back like you used to be. Like, can you say something to me? I sense, like it used to be like on, what was it called? Vine, you could like say stuff to people.
This is Benji on Twitter, by the way.
Are you able to type something back? Because
one part comes
I just
up
see
here.
myself. I don't see anything. I thought you were able to like type back as I talk, but it doesn't seem like that's true.
Hold on. I'm telling you something that happens in a second. And then we'll stop, I promise. Unless you're enjoying this thing.
Oh, you can. Someone said hello. Oh, Lisa. Hey. Hi. How you doing? Can you see this? Yes, now I can. But, oh, wow. Wait, check this out. Bombs going off. Like safe bombs.
I thought it was coming up. And now I just want to get to the part that's Benji being Benji. We'll get to it. If you're enjoying it, let me know. We'll get to the Artie Lange update. I'll be honest. I don't think there is. That is Benji. Yeah. Skinny, right? So he's walking around New York City late at night. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, I think I saw this. Let's see. Twitter sucks. You can't, like, it's so hard to skip forward and stuff. He does look healthy. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay, this is what I was talking about.
I can send you money. Thank you. I don't need, but thank you. Thank you very much. What's going on? Do you guys know what's going on? I'm trying to report, like, why is everyone out in the streets? Why are all these bombs going off?
It's not bombs, it's fireworks. Why else would they
I think right now New York is under some sort of attack.
Thank you.
I'm live on the street.
Go. Don't be an idiot. Don't be an asshole. New York's not under no attack. It's fucking 4th of July and you're being
All right, no, that's fine. It's fine. People are claiming it's 4th of July.
All right, so that was Benji not being extremely funny there. Thought that was weird. Do you think Benji's still with the show? I don't know. While I'm doing this, can you indulge me for a second? I'd love to show you what happened in St. Louis on 4th of July. What's her name? Please hold while we answer your call. Da 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 da. That's her. Now, oh, look at that! Wow. Hold on. I want to show you what downtown St. Louis had going on. This woman loves to post about how terrible things are going. Let's go to the media page. I know. Hold on. That was Benji, yeah. Still waiting on an Artie Lange update. So we come here and we think we're going to hear something about him, and then we haven't. And I promise one day. Let's see. Is this it? No. Oh, darn it. This video must have been taken down. Is it? Is it? That's not it. This is bad TV. Is this TV? This isn't TV. All right, well, St. Louis, we had definitely some issue. Hi there. You're from Ireland. I only started Stern content during lockdown. I thought everything was recent until I learned everything as I'm watching was from the early 2000s. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's when it was good. It got bad. When do you guys think it got bad? We always do this game. We go, hey, when did the show die? I always say 2009 when Artie Lange left. Hey now, hi Michael. Sorry. I was missing the comments because I was looking for the content that I was going to show you, but I wasn't ready. But what'd you think of Benji? Is he still with the show? Hi Ross. Todd Worrell, only bright spot of the 1986 Cardinals. You know, because Ross is here, and I like to look back at things on this date. This date in 1985, Ross, the Cardinals beat the San Francisco Giants 6-1. They did 14 hits. They were home. Joaquin Andujar beat Dave LaPointe. Joaquin Andujar was pitching for the Cardinals. That was his 15th win. He went 15-3 at the All-Star break. Didn't start that game. That was a complete game, by the way, for Joaquin. 9 innings, 12 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. I wonder how many pitches. And we had in the Cardinal lineup Coleman, McGee, Tommy Hart, Jack Clark, Tito Landrum, Terry Pendleton, Ozzie Smith, Tom Nieto, and Joaquin Andujar, beating the San Francisco Giants on this date in 1985. By the way, the Giants, yes, my goodness, look at you, Dave. Dave LaPointe was 7-17 that year, and I love Dave LaPointe. I don't know if he's been a part of this this podcast before, but this date, 1985. How about 1995? So Cardinals not so good that year. They lost to the Florida they beat the Florida Marlins 3-2. Behind Alan Watson in 6 2/3 innings in 1995. Rich DeLucia, Rene Arocha, and Tom Hankey mopped it up for the Cardinals. What was that lineup, you ask? Okay, well, it was Geronimo Pena, followed by Alan Battle, Brian Jordan, Ray Langford, Scott Cooper, John Mabry, Trip Cromer, Tom Pagnazzi, Alan Watson. Now, Kendo got in the game, too. I saw Lenny Dykstra was asking people for rides on Twitter to his stroke treatments. Poor guy. Yeah, what happened to Lenny? Well, Lenny had a lot of things in his system, we shall say. 95 Marlins had Alex or Chucky Carr. I don't know who Diaz is. Jeff Conine, Terry Pendleton, Greg Colburn. I don't know who Mormon is. Kyle Abbott, Charles Johnson, John Burkett. 93 cards were pretty good, not good enough to overcome Lenny Dykstra and the Phillies. You know there, Ross and team. I thought that 93 Cardinals team was going to overtake the Phillies. The Cardinals won 3 of 4, I believe, in the end of June at home. That sounds right. Maybe beginning of June. But they went to Philadelphia in July, lost 3 of 4 at the end of July. They beat Curt Schilling like 16-5 on a Thursday afternoon. I was at that game. Jays took that World Series. That's right, 93, the Toronto Blue Jays were the world champions, and 92 as well, led by, let's look at that 92 Toronto Blue Jays team. I think people will be crazy. They don't remember. Oh, I got to do that too. See, I got so much to get to today. People are dropping like flies, but you know what? When we start talking baseball, I'm okay with that. The Toronto Blue Jays had Paul Molitor and Dave Winfield, and what other greats? Roberto Alomar, Ricky Henderson, Devon White, Joe Carter. Holy shit. No wonder they won the World Series. Greg Jeffries, Todd Zeal, can't remember any other 93 cards. Well, we had Bernard Gilkey, we had Ozzie Smith. I could go around the diamond, probably Luis Alceo was playing second for that team. Langford in center. Pitching was probably Alan Watson. Bob Tewksbury was really good. Joe Carter's still a legend. This is what we do. Just so you know, I know we have people coming in, coming out. We talk Stern, we talk baseball. I let the commenters sort of lead the way. I like to take a look back at music on this date and movies and entertainment. Let's go to the map. In 1985, the top pop songs. Can you guess what the top pop songs in 1985 were? One of my favorite years. Well, at number 10, Night Ranger, Sentimental Street. I don't know that song. Does anyone know that song? I don't know that song. Number 9, The Search Is Over by Survivor. What a ballad. I don't know what you're saying, Big M. I'm missing. I'm listening. I'm torn. At number 8, Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen. Moving down the chart. It was at it was moving up. Glory, Voices Carry. This is at number 7. If You Love Somebody, Set Them Free by Sting. What the hell happened to Sting? Well, can we stop here for a second? The Police were off fucking Synchronicity 2. They were just rocking arenas. And Sting's like, I'm going to do adult rock. I'm going to do songs for adults. So he did If You Love Somebody, Set Them Free. Not a terrible song. But Eurythmics for number 5. Would I Lie to You? Susu Studio by Phil Collins, number 4. Every Time You Go Away by Paul Young. Isn't that in the end of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? The saddest scene ever. Number 2, Raspberry Beret by Prince and The Revolution. And number 1 was Duran Duran, A View to a Kill. You know, I believe that was a James Bond movie that came out at this time. Those are the top pop songs in 1985. How's everybody doing? This is a Monday. Normally we get a little more people in here, and I think maybe because I'm zigzagging all over the place, that's fine. What do you want to talk about? Come on in. We got storms here in St. Louis. We're going to talk about those storms in a little bit. I know some people are like, you know what, why do you go back so far to 95? How about 96? Did I say 95? Did our power just go out? I can't even tell. It's really quiet upstairs. Sparky just got fed. He was very excited about his meal. That's most important. When Sparky's happy, Daddy's happy. The number 1 song on this date, 1996, Macarena, huh? This followed by You Learn by Alanis. Tony Braxton, You're Making Me High. Who'll Save Your Soul by Jewel. Tracy Chapman. Look at all these women in 96. Give Me One Reason by Tracy Chapman. Insensitive, Jan Arden. Dishwalla, Counting Blue Cars. That's the 1996 top songs. What do you got, Lance? How we doing? Are you enjoying today? It's all over the place. Bloomies. Who calls it Bloomies? Teddy. Teddy calls it Bloomies. And that started a fight. Who all did Artie fight with? He threw shit at Sal and Richard. He fought with Teddy. Bob Levy. Was it a little festival in 96? It seems like it would have been. I mean, look at that. Look at all that female power taking up the charts. Only Los Del Rio could stop them and the Bayside Boys with Macarena. You know, that was big in college. I remember that Macarena. Was it this way? And then down here? Who wants to see me dance? Hi, Alex Cora says he intentionally rushed Tyler O'Neill. Is he that injury prone? Tyler O'Neill, nice fella. You can't play him every day. He's not equipped. He just wants to lift. He wants to look like his dad. His dad was a bodybuilder. And so all he really cares about is how his body looks. I think he likes hitting home runs. But that's your Tyler O'Neill update. So sorry, Red Sox fans, that's not going to work out. Artie fought with Dice. Okay, I remember that. I don't remember it being like terrible though. He didn't throw anything. Only started one of the biggest fights on the show. Oh, Teddy. Yeah, of course, Teddy. Big M, how long is it okay to wait to pay someone? Is this a Teddy Artie reference? I believe it is. Or Dan the Song Parody Man, or Ralph. I guess all those people hid money from Artie at one point. Big Mac's brother was a bodybuilder, says Mookie. That's right, yeah. So Big Mac McGwire, 1998. We always talk about McGwire on the show. I love Mark McGwire, and I love that era. And I believe we should get back to it. Dyson Artie, that's right. All right, so those are the songs in 96. Where was I going next? Oh, in case you're wondering, because we did. It was very heavy on the chicks. So I looked up the pop charts. Pop-Tarts or pop charts? I'm going to do a movie about Pop-Tarts. At number 10, Burden in My Hand by Soundgarden. One of my favorite deep... Is that a deep cut? It's a pretty good song. Soundgarden, number 10. This is the rock charts, 1996 on the state. Where it's at, Beck. Beck will be in St. Louis. I think I'm going to go see him. You Learn, Alanis Morissette. Garbage, Stupid Girl. Again, Alice in Chains. Tonight, Smashing Pumpkins. Until It Sleeps, Metallica. The Primitive Radio Gods with that one song. Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart, Stone Temple Pilots number 2. Number 1, Pepper with the Butthole Surfers. I was interested in the Butthole Surfers. I didn't know about them. I'm like, where these guys come from? And they had a long career. And then that song they didn't sound much like what they were doing beforehand. I saw Mark McGwire play the Expos in Montreal. Well, that's fun. Probably, 90s, 98, 99? What do you think of Shuli devoting most of his videos to bashing Stuttering John? Has he ever asked you to appear on it? Shuli and I have had conversations about collaborating, but I think he's got his own little thing going over there, and at some point we may do something in the future. I don't know what that would be. I'm not really into bashing Stuttering John 24/7, although I think they do a wonderful job of it. I don't watch much of it, to be honest. I even tried watching Casey's channel. I love Casey, and I hope to get him back on this program. If you haven't seen him, he's been here. But not great stuff. I don't know what I want Casey to do, but I don't know what, yeah. But he's doing his thing. That's all I can ask for. Who do you want to see on this program? I still have to get a hold of Bigfoot. We had Jamokes. Jamokes gave me Bigfoot's phone number. And I'm getting gassy. Sorry. And I don't know. He says if you get on the phone with him, it's going to be a long phone call. And I'm like, what am I going to ask Bigfoot? I just don't know who else. I mean, I've got Debbie Schlussel lined up here shortly, so that'll be fun. Who else do we? Iran is gonna be a part of this program in the near future. I don't normally tell you who's going to be on. They might not, but they've committed, I should say. Shuli needs to return Doug's baby clothes. Now that was a fight. Yeah, what are your favorite fights? That was a good one. I liked, I had never heard this until this year. The Baba Booey Howard, Can I Depend on You fight during the flood. It was a little blizzard, something like that. DebbieSocial.com. Yes, that's who I'm trying to get on this program. It's 19 inches it is. I believe it's a reference to Bigfoot, I believe. Hurricane Sandy, that's who it was, yes. I wasn't listening back then, but it was an interesting time, I should say. Let's go to the phones. Oh, how about some birthdays? By the way, Beck, it's his birthday today. He was born in 1970. I don't know how that would make him. Let's see. 54? So Beck is 54. Happy birthday to Beck. Today's birthday, didn't make it. Toby Keith. Do we like Toby Keith? I enjoyed Toby Keith, I gotta be honest. Now, I like this early stuff. You ain't much fun since I quit drinking. That's the kind of stuff I liked. And then Joan Osborne, one of us. And then Rob Burnett, the former, he was with David Letterman for a long time. Happy birthday. Where it's at when it's born. What is when it's born? I know where it's at. It's a great song. We had one other. Oh, Johnny Johnson's birthday. Johnny Johnson would have been 100 today. No chance he's going to make it to 100. But he was the pianist in Chuck Berry's band. Made a lot of great music. So happy birthday, Johnny Johnson. Posthumously. Crazy Al. Now they call her Angry Alice, right? And I can't get a hold of her. If anybody has a direct line to Angry/Crazy Alice, let me know. I'm trying to get Wendy on too. I can't get a hold of her. I can't get a hold of Wendy. What about having bloated attorney Dominic Barber? I don't know if you were here a couple weeks ago. I called him. I called him on the program because I have his number here, and he didn't answer. But yeah, I mean, I would love to have Dominic on. But he didn't answer, and he hasn't answered in a while. Now, I did talk to him on the phone, I think 3 years ago, and he was going to do it. But I don't know how he's doing. I don't know how his health is. So I'll continue to try, because he said he'd come on. Thank you for your call. Where else was I? Oh, movies. Do we like movies on this date? Do you like the on this date stuff? Tell me what you want. What do you guys want? We got some folks in here. We're having a good time, and this is what we do. We ramble. I look at the messages. We talk about who can be on the show. I take a look at some things from this date, and then it makes me think of other things. On this date in 1991, 94, top movies. Number 5, Speed. I think I saw all of these, by the way. Did Speed? Speed was in the theaters before, and it dropped from, it was at 3 the week before. Angels in the Outfield. This is his debut weekend. Number 3, Lion King. Didn't see The Lion King. I've never seen that. I think I have to see it at some point. Someone's told me that. Number 2, Forrest Gump. And number 1, True Lies. This was a True Lies debut week in 1994. I didn't like Forrest Gump. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? I don't know. I just didn't like it. I thought it was a sad movie. Everybody dies. He's not a happy fella. Make sure you're hitting like and subscribe and comment. We'll be doing this more and more because I've run out of old stuff to repurpose. I mean, I really have. So I was going to do more lives. I came out hot today on a Monday. Thank you for that. Who's that? Thank you for that. I didn't see who did that, but thank you. I love when the hearts pop into they pop into my soul. You're into my soul, but thank you for coming here today. What else do I have here? Forrest Gump was great. Killer soundtrack. Yeah, it was a good time. You guys hear that? By the way, this week in 2005 was the last days of the E Crew. I forgot that the E Crew didn't make it. They missed like all the last 3 or 4 months in 2005. So the E Crew left in July 1st of 2005. And so on this date I'd say July 1st. I mean, like I said, they didn't do many shows after July 4th. Forrest Gump was great. I saw that. Never seen True Lies. Good movie. I think True Lies is I think it still holds. I gotta be honest. I really do. Have I showed you guys this? I don't know why I have this, but I like it. I do. It's a giant elephant. Hey, look at that tusk. All right. Oh, God, that's heavy, too. OJ, innocent or guilty? Well, I guess he was innocent, right? I mean, there's no evidence that shows that, besides the blood in his car and his house and the broken, or his finger bleeding and him running from the cops. Outside of all of that, got to be innocent, I'd say. Yeah, Oakland A's elephant. I remember Charlie Finley loved the the elephants. He was a big fan of the elephants. What's going on in Oakland? Kind of sad. I loved the A's back in the late 80s. Like that's kind of one of the reasons I was watching baseball. Is Mark McGwire and Canseco and Tony Phillips and Tony La Russa. All right, so I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm getting hungry, as I always do right around this time, and we had kind of a smaller crew, and that's fine. Oh, Florida Sal, did you guys see that? Gotta love that, folks. A super thanks, a super chat. Missed you, bud. I just revisited Howard's interview with Pitbull. That's a top 5 interviewer video for me. Top 3 in terms of entertainment for you. Top 3 in terms of. Are you talking about interviewees or interviewers? Are you talking about Howard's interviews? 80s baseball and 90s Howard talk. More of this, says Ross. So we're in. Okay, I like to ask. Eric the Midget, of course, loved the A's. I saw that comment. Thank you, Big M. Robert, did Howard miss out on not creating a Stern museum with all the crap in storage? I don't know what that means. John Stamos interview a few months back was good, says Big M. Yeah, I feel like his interviews I love the Paul McCartney one. I love Larry David. So it's always like, who do I like? And then how did Howard do with them? What interview do? There's another one that I watch a lot. I love when he does the interviews with Foo Fighters. Thank you, Lance. Thank you for joining. So I like the Foo Fighters. I thought those were always good interviews with Taylor and Dave. And those are my 3. I think if I were to pick, I'd have to go back and look at his book and start checking and seeing. Like Conan ones never really popped off the charts for me. And they're always like much older interviews. None of this new stuff. It starts with the daddy stuff or people that I don't even know who they are, which is probably my problem. I'm old and that's fine. But thank you again for the super chat, Mr. Florida Sal. That was very exciting to see that come through. Thank you for the comment, Salad3. He's been giving away Stern. I don't know what that means. Robert, I don't know what you're saying. I only listen to early 2000s YouTube's Howard. Yeah, that's me too. I mean, that's mid to late 90s and early 2000s, and then that sweet spot where we had John and Casey and Artie before Sal and Richard. Yeah, that's the best era in my opinion, is when they got that going. I love Jackie era too, but like it was different. So if you're new, check out, well, figure it out for yourself. You gotta enjoy the stuff that Jackie was doing. Mostly that's when Fred shined, because it was just the goofy laugh, and then Billy was in there too, and it was good stuff. So lately Howard has been okay, I didn't know this, Big M, thank you. I don't listen, I'm sorry, but he's been giving away random stuff to almost anybody that calls in. What's he giving away? Anything fun? Again, I'm not even tracking the show. I used to sort of see that's what Robert meant. All of the random stuff that could have been in a museum. Why do you think he's doing that? What is this conspiracy behind that, do we think? Why would he be giving away all that stuff? Just joining. Did we talk about Howard's Italy trip yet? I can't imagine how it's going. We talked about it last time, but no. I don't think it's probably not going well. Although I've seen pictures from Reddit. He's so hunched. He's so hunched. He doesn't look happy. Somebody got 130-year-old condoms. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I would want from. Oh God, this is from Howard's personal collection? Is that what we're talking about? What would I want? Nothing. Money. You have any money you want to give? I'd take the house too. I love that, the Florida house. That's what I would ask for if I could have anything from the Howard Stern collection. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up. It's time to eat dinner. Got a good 40 minutes. We got people kind of in here. We're gonna do this again this week, I promise. So keep an eye. Get the notifications turned on. We do this definitely on Monday. I like to see how the weekend was going. Thank you, Big M. Adios. Turn on the notifications. Subscribe. Like. Comment. I'm going to put, again, this is it goes up later as just a file, so you can watch it later and you can see your comments come through. I always enjoy having people, and thank you for the super chat and super thanks. Those are always turned on, and you can become a member too. That's going to do it. Oh, for dinner, chicken pot pie. Yeah, we got like a new thing where someone's preparing the meals up there on a daily basis. Thank you, Haunt and Oliver. You're here a lot, Haunt and Oliver Adventures. So yeah, we'll try. It's usually around the same time, so let me know if the time works. I try to wrap up my work day and then come down here and say hello to you guys before dinner. But thank you everybody, and we'll bye.